What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to the Berserk manga, this time with volume 38, the final 3 chapters, Night Fight, Soaring, Escape, and Landfall. Some amazing stuff last time out. Rika doing a brilliant job on Griffith, giving him the slap. Really like this kind of slice of life beforehand as well, with is it Sonia? I might be, I don't think that's her name. Apologies. But the creepy oracle here. Well, that was actually really nice, but we did, again, we got the confrontation between the two, and then the slap, which everybody loves seeing. And he let that happen to himself, so, I mean, Griffith very easily could have stopped that if he wanted to. We saw Locust actually get very mad about it, and then hire, well, not really hire, but ask Raxas to try and assassinate Rika, as we saw in this final chapter, but Silat is on the side of Rika, and we're going to try and help him escape, as Silat wants to learn more about Griffith and the kind of demonic stuff that he's done. We've got a few questions for Rika, so looking forward to seeing that. Unfortunately, Raxas's cool little mask got broken here. Looks like a little sad little shadow right there. But again, looking forward to seeing how we're going to finish off this volume today. This volume has been amazing so far, and yeah, we do see Raxas on the lookout there. But do let me know what you guys think of these final 3 chapters down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys do enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And let's get into Night Fight. Yep, here he is again, Mr. Raxas. Looking forward to seeing his new mask. As he spotted a little ricket. Or what could be a little ricket. Not sure that's actually him. Oh, there it is. There's half of it. Looks a bit more flashy. Is this actually going to be Rika? I'm presuming it's not. Nah, it's a trap. It's a trap. So it might be Rika, but they might just be trapping him. This is a bit too obvious, right? Like, Rika going out at night like this kind of seems dangerous as fuck. Okay, so what's this? Looks like some like fireworks going off, honestly. As we I like that shot there. As we mow him down. Looks like it's started. Don't go near until the battle's over. There's no place for women and children. And you girls had better not go to get a closer look. If the war demon sees your face, you might die right there, or end up being arrested for sheltering a traitor. I wouldn't go if you asked me. I got him. No, you didn't. As he said last time, where's his head exactly? Where is he keeping his head? I told you. Yeah. My head isn't where my head is. That's not necessarily where my head is. And we ruined another beautiful mask. Hopefully you won't need to get another one. Although I love Raxas, so I'm hoping he doesn't leave the story, but I wouldn't mind if he dies, if it means that we get through this. This was new and everything. Now it's damaged already. Today is nothing but sadness. Sniff. So we chucked an arrow back at him. I'm surprised. Rather than fleeing, you ambushed me. You must have nerves of steel. One of your kind once followed me for hundreds of leagues. I know I simply can't get away. Hundreds of leagues. Interesting saying. I don't remember this. Did we see that? I don't remember that. It's true, many apostles have their fixations. They are all especially enthralled by the hawk, as am I. That's why someday I want to kill him. Oh, that's quite traitorous talk by itself. Silat, the guy that told Raxas about this, He wouldn't be happy to hear that. That's a bit annoying then, isn't it, really? We've got someone here who actually wants to kill Griffith, trying to kill us for just slapping him. Bit of a joke, isn't it? That's an absolute joke. The hawk? By my own hand. I'd like to see that, Raxas. No wonder I liked you. Urumi? Real killer. Maybe you are indeed a natural born killer, but for a Bakiraka, it's fatal. Go on, tie that. An assassin is one who administers death. He doesn't toy with it. I'll carve you up, rags and all. Go on, say that. Damn, look at that. Whipping. Wow. That won't work again. Oh, look at my man's side out here. Got a little dagger in between his toes. Man, what a flexible guy. Holy shit. Then again, these Kushan, Sylar and his, I can't remember what they called them, they have a specific name, but those muscle men, they are very, inhuman in terms of their human abilities, if that makes any sense. They've got inhuman human abilities. They can just, like, yeah, they're crazy. They're very much like the pinnacle almost of man. Look at that lovely little foot for all you feet enjoyers there. This is quite creepy, isn't it? Raxas. This kind of face of him. I always find this stuff like reasonably creepy. I think I haven't watched the Scream TV series, but it kind of looks like the Scream TV series mask, which looks nowhere near as good as the original. Has its own kind of chill to it. Again, I've never actually watched the series. Don't think I will. I'm not really sure Scream would work as a TV series. I've heard it's good, but I don't know. I'm currently watching Fallout. I've watched the first few episodes last night, and yeah, fantastic. Also, I watched Late Night with the Devil this last weekend. I thought that was absolutely fantastic. It's been getting a lot of, it got a load of praise right from the off, and then it got toned down a bit, and then people have been like discrediting it because of AI, the AI usage during some split second, well, not split second, but like 5-second cards in between kind of takes for the late night talk show. And it really isn't that big an issue. I mean, it is an issue, but you shouldn't go against the whole movie for that. Definitely, I definitely take issue with AI being used in media for sure. But yeah, it was fantastic. The ending was good. The ending wasn't quite as good as all the build up and such, but I just really loved the feel of it. It really felt like you're watching like a late night TV show. It was and the main actor, absolutely fantastic as well. You're through. Those blades are done cutting. Yeah, oh, poor me. A relentless bastard, isn't he, Mr. Raxas? Another reason I like him. A tall blade. Oh. Look at this. Quite the what would you call it? Agile for sure, but quite the they're both quite sprightly and quite yeah, I can't remember the word is for it. Loose and flexy, that's the one. Flexible. He's looking like a tornado. He really has improved. That clan's leader's son, who was so conceited, formidable. Ugh, the truth hurts. Yes, I was arrogant, but a certain man on the battlefield did a fine job of putting me in my place. Since then, I've been diligent every day. Luckily, this world has offered no shortage of combat that makes for good training. Hey, nice. That's the positive influence Guts has. That's the positive influence he has. See him affect a lot of people again. I always say, my favourite chapters probably still are the Lost Children chapters, just because, again, it's that influence he had. I just really enjoyed that. Feels like that was ages ago now. I haven't reread it since. Well, I did immediately after, and then I haven't reread it since. Yeah, I love those chapters. Could he be talking about soon? Fireworks will end. Raxas will melt into darkness. When the flames burn out, so will your love. There you go. Oh, is that the fireworks going out? Ah, I see. You're late. Sorry for the wait, young master. It's ready now. What is this? Hey, isn't that the fire hose thing that we came up with? Yeah, it is. Oh shit, we put like alcohol, like pure alcohol or something in there. We're just gonna be. We got the world's first flamethrower right here. Quite the opposite of what it's intended for. Ah, let's go, boys. That's where they were. Hey. Got him! Filling a water sprayer with oil and igniting it. Good idea. Wow, look at it burn. Are they okay? I hope that fire doesn't spread. Yeah, this is quite a lot going on here, isn't there? I hope no one takes notice, especially no one of real importance. Erica? Wait, don't go! Where's she springing off to? She looks absolutely pissed, doesn't she? She wants to do something about this. Don't look. Don't shine light on Raxas. Why? Is he scared of how he looks? Poor Raxas. I guess that makes sense for his appearance, doesn't it? Don't light me up. Ooh. Ah, got the spectacle right there. This is the war demon? The ruins of Raxas. The ruins of... I like that. The ruins of Raxas. Okay. Oh, you just gotta kill a horse for the sake of it. Lovely. How nice of you. Just split it right in half. Is he doing that to... Is that almost a little bit like the Lost Children chapters? Is he doing that to douse himself so he's not on fire? Putting himself out with blood? Like Guts did a little bit. Okay. Lovely. That's quite an awesome shot there, actually, isn't it? I like that shot. The horse blood doused the flames. Damn. It's still burning. Rickard! Erica? Don't, Erica! Oh, for fuck's sake, why did she even come out? I know she wanted to do something here, but what was she even thinking? What was she even thinking she was going to do here, for fuck's sake? Erica! Really is like fucking Guts looking after Casca, isn't it? It really is. Okay, so that's the end of that chapter. Flew through that one pretty quickly, but that's just because that's pretty much all action. Awesome, awesome scene though, isn't it? Raxas kind of, I'm not sure if it's like his true form, but he's resorted to this kind of mess of rags after being doused in flame. We have some awesome scenes here, wasn't there? Some beautiful artwork. Of course, again, you guys know I love Raxas. Learn a little bit more about his objectives and such here as well, just a little bit. I like the mystery of him though in general, the mysterious design. But yeah, let's read some comments before we move on to the second chapter for today. It does kind of feel a little bit like classic Berserk. It also feels kind of like just like a classic kind of monster kind of horror in general. Like you're the prey, and then you'll then turn around to being, you're now going to be preying on. He's preying on you, and you kind of set them up, and you trap them with fire and such. It just feels almost a bit like The Thing in a way. And the thing is, it doesn't really kind of follow that, but I'm just thinking like with the fire and Raxas's design, as well as almost, I wouldn't say it's Thing-like, but it is definitely kind of in that realm of cosmic type horror, I guess. I think it's just the fire and the flamethrower. that's got me thinking of that. But it's quite horror-esque. It's it's almost like a bit of like a classic horror movie. Honestly, I like it. Yeah, it's a shame Erica did that. That was just a stupid move. But she is a kid, so. Yeah, that's the thing. If anything, you should be blaming the author. But this is set up so something else can happen. So don't really blame anyone. This is meant for something. But yeah. I wouldn't say finally again. I think throughout we've seen his impact. I wouldn't say Guts finally having an impact. He's had an impact on everyone he's met after the eclipse, to be honest, hasn't he? Anyone we've ever been with for a decent or even short amount of time, we've had a massive impact on them, changed their lives, given them guidance on how to kind of go through this world. I do always find it quite interesting that some of these comments actually have almost more likes than the chapter for whatever reason. But yeah, I wouldn't say he finally had an impact on the side characters. We've seen throughout the story his impact on main characters as well as loads of side characters. So we're seeing a lot of it right now. Don't get me wrong, with like Rika and such, especially because Rika it's almost like the Casca Gut situation. But that's been very prevalent throughout. Not finally. Children. I don't drink tea or coffee, but yeah. So let's have a sip for that. I don't mind the taste of either. Sit right in my belly. Never feel good after drinking a tea or coffee, so I just don't. I think I probably had less than 10 teas or coffees in my life. All I used to do when I went to my nan's was just make a tea, and I just dip my biscuits in there and then just chuck the tea out when it got cold. I hope Erica doesn't die here though. She's not the target, so hopefully she won't. He did just kill her. I mean, I don't think Raxas gives a fuck, so yeah, but yeah, what was she even thinking of doing there? It's a shame. But yeah, let's move on to the final chapter. Well, not the final. It would usually be the final, but the second chapter for today, which is called Soaring Escape. Erica. Fire, not out yet. It burns. Extinguish. Oh, is he looking at using her blood as well? Won't get much out of her. Well, I don't know. I think they say like there's 5 liters. No, I might be talking about water. I don't know. Is there 5 liters of blood in the body? I'm not sure if it differs for children. You'd imagine there'd be less, but this always reminds me of 1.5 gallons in liters. So yeah, nearly 5 liters for children. Just a little bit less actually, not too much less. Oh, it doesn't actually say that. But yeah, look, you'd imagine a little bit less. But that always reminds me of when I first done Mandy, MDMA. Not sure what else you call it. Party drug. When I first done it, I remember it was I went to a party. It was split between 4 of us. I think I ended up paying like £10 for like 0.25 or something like that. And it got put in this baggie, and the baggie had, so it wasn't my baggie, it was someone else's, and they had their tobacco in there, so it ended up being a load of tobacco within the within the mixture, so it was a bit of a mixture of both. Backy and MDMA, lovely mixture. And I just remember it really got me, but I was having fun, I was having a decent time, but I was also really worried because people had told me that you don't want to dehydrate yourself on it or something like that. So I ended up drinking 4, 5, 6 liters of water within like the space of a few hours because I was so worried about it. I just got like fixated on that, and I almost overhydrated myself, and I fucked myself up from that. And yeah, that was a scary time. That's like that. I think that was one of the first times I ever sniffed any drugs, and then I got a lot from that point onwards, and that was when I was like 14, I think 14, 13, something like that. That was yeah, I think it must have been like 13 or 14. And again, I'm really glad I got through that stage in my life early on. It might sound messed up because I was so young, but I'm glad it happened between like the years of me being like 13, 14 to 19 or so, rather than it being in my 20s, because again, you're kind of fixed in your ways in your 20s, so there's no kind of change in your habits and such. So I'm glad I got through that early on, and I did have a lot of fun. I had a lot of scary things happen. That one not being too scary, honestly, but I did that like that. It's just ridiculous how I fixated so much on that. But yeah, I always think of that when I think of like blood in liters, because I always remember just the feeling of just filling myself up with so much water that I had that night. It was yeah, quite funny looking back. Quite funny looking back. Obviously, quite dangerous during the time. It could have died or anything. Very unlikely, I imagine, but could have died or anything. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've done any kind of drugs. A long time. What's happened to my music? I haven't even been playing any music. Yeah, I don't mind talking about that too much now. I think I mentioned this before. It always used to make me feel really sick, and whenever I spoke about myself doing drugs or anything, I always used to just have a horrible feeling in my chest, feel like I was going to throw up. But I've got over that now. But yeah, I don't mind talking about that at all again. I've got some quite funny stories, honestly. Wow. Go away. Oh no. Stop it! Where'd you get a snake from? Dude was just hiding a snake. Oh, it's not his. Ah, okay. Question mark. Snake? Snakes? Why? I also remember from my childhood, I used to have this little wooden snake. It was such a shame. I used to love it. It wasn't really a toy. It was just like a snake that you could like move, and it was like made out of wood, and it would like shake. And then a piece came out, and then it was just broken for good after one piece came out, which sucked. But I remember I used to really like that little toy. But it wasn't a toy. It was just a wooden snake movie thing. I've always liked animals in general, especially like the more kind of scary looking animals. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I identify with them a bit. Again, I used to have a moustache. I used to feel like I wasn't scary looking, but weird looking to people and such, because I had a moustache at such a young age. It's quite normal now. I see. The other day, was walking to the shop and I saw people coming from. There must have been older high schoolers, but they're like full on beards and shit. It was ridiculous. Kids nowadays have full on beards. So I would have fit in more nowadays. But again, I was maybe seen as quite weird there. Maybe that's why I related to a lot more weird looking insects, and I liked insects and snakes and maybe scarier looking animals more than the normal person, perhaps. I think a lot of things you enjoy and such in your childhood make a lot more sense when you become an adult. It all kind of adds up. Ah, feel numb. Are they like constricting him? They're not biting him, but I think they're constricting him, aren't they? Scary way to go, that. Oh, let's go, it's the old man. That's for all the hard work a few chapters back. I will say this has been a brilliant volume so far, hasn't it? Let's go, old man. Good job. A person in midair? Is that him? Now I've paid you back, boy. Old Beardy. I do love that name as well. Old Beardy. Like, yeah, he's old. He's got a beard. We'll call you Old Beardy. And your beard's old as well. How old is that beard, would you say? 50 years? 40, 30 years? A long beard. Gramps, who are you? Hey now, keep hidden or you'll get dragged into this. Have we found out what was in that shed yet? I don't think we have. Again, I'm just assuming it was his pterodactyl thing, but not sure we've actually seen yet. Keep hidden or you'll get dragged into this. And you, Baki Raka, I have a proposition for you. Think I might go with you on your journey? You know of our clan. Who are you? One of the vanquished, like yourselves, and like you, an oddball who fell out of place, who feels out of place in the new world. Got some lovely dreads right here, snake-looking dreads. Quite scary hair, isn't it? This is dreads. I do like dreads. This is a bit kind of, I don't know. This isn't just normal dreads right here, is it? They look like snakes. Like worms. General Diber? You're still alive? Who? Diber, leader of the Pishaka forces? The right-hand man of great Emperor Ganishka and a sorcerer who controlled a shadowy Kushan force, the Pishaka. High sorcerer, mind you. So what's your answer? What you say, boss? There's no reason to turn him down, but right now we have to fight our way out of this. By all means. Here come the snakes. Is that what was in there? I don't think so. I think these are come out of carts and shit. It's come out of everywhere. A lot of people hate snakes. I don't mind them. I don't mind them at all. Snakes? Where are there so many coming from? What the? Ugh, rats. Got rats now as well. That's the thing about snakes. That's why I don't mind snakes. That's why I say this about spiders as well. Spiders take care of the shittier other insects. Rats. Snakes also take care of rats and other vermin and such. So you really don't mind snakes too much, honestly. Good for the ecosystem. Like mongoose as well. Stuff like that. What are they called? Is it? No, it's not mongoose, is it? What's the thing that hunts snakes? I forget what they're called. There's something that hunts snakes that's like immune to all their venom. I can't remember what they're called though. Is it mongoose? Might be. Here come the rats as well. These will be biting. Ugh, this must be a horrible way to go for a rat's ass, honestly. Taken down by rats and snakes. For whatever reason, this page isn't loading. Horrible way to go. Oh, he's in pain. No matter how phantasmagoric it may be, to them it's just an old rag. I'm sure I'll take time to knock them all off. Rika! Erica! Ah, you guys. You'd best duck. Just standing there isn't safe. Since I'm about to prepare our rides. There is. Oh, there's more. There's more of these little pterodactyls. They look like what's that plant again? The Venus. It looks like a Venus flytrap pterodactyl kind of mixture, doesn't it? That's monsters. so did it breed in there? And what was going on? That babies? Either way, there's now like 3 of them. It's because they were cooped up in that tight space. They can't wait to do some flying. With them, we can fly right over the city walls. Now hurry and get on. Don't worry, long as I'm around, they won't eat you. Oh, hang on. Here it is. What is that? Oh shit. Or did she just go and get that? Off we go. Luca! Girls! So you came anyway? Don't let anyone see you. What are you saying? What's happening? Is there a fire? What's up? With all this commotion, everyone's noticed. Yeah, I had a feeling that would obviously be the case. Oh shit. Look. Aren't those diamonds? Thanks for your kindness. Keep it. Luca, everyone, thank you. Goodbye. Wow. Holy shit. He just dropped them a bunch of diamonds. Here, bitches. Have your money. Okay, wow, fair enough. Holy shit, they just got instant rich right here. That's nice though. Oof. We're in the clear from the time being. And that's quite the image there again, isn't it? Oh shit, is that flying? I wouldn't say so, General. Holy shit, he flies. Oh, Raxa's so cool, isn't he? That a flying fish right here. He looks like this guy from Yu-Gi-Oh! Again, I'm always bringing up these Yu-Gi-Oh! Fucking things, but... Snake guy. I don't think it's Ash, but it's... yeah, he kind of looks a little bit like this guy. I've been playing this deck, and my god. A little bit like that guy, not too much, to be fair, actually. Just in a kind of Friday fashion. I've been playing that deck a lot recently. I'll be damned. That old rag can fly? Uh-oh. We can't fly fast enough loaded down like this. Rika, here. Right. See, that's what they got. Some kind of rocket launcher thing. Old Beardy, put your head down. What's happening? Yes. These guys really are like the crazy inventors of this generation, aren't they? Rocket launchers, metal arms, fire hydrants, flamethrowers. These guys are creating everything. Bionicle legs. Is that what they call it? Is it a bionicle leg? A leg helping device. Again, I recently just, as I mentioned earlier, I'm watching the Fallout series. Literally just watched a leg got put on this guy, and it looked absolutely brutal. But I'm loving the Fallout series. I've only ever played really Fallout 4. That's the only one I've completed and played all the way through. I never played Fallout 3. I always wanted to, but I never had a chance to get it for whatever reason. No, just never bought it. It looked amazing though, Fallout 3. So hence I needed to buy Fallout 4, and I bought Fallout New Vegas. I played it and I enjoyed it early on, but again I couldn't progress in the game. I think it was just this point about after half an hour or such, where my game just glitched, and I think I found out many years after that was actually like a game design flaw, that some versions would just won't be able to progress, and unfortunately mine was one of those where I just couldn't make it past a certain point. There was just nothing to do. So yeah, that kind of sucked. I heard Fallout New Vegas is an amazing game, so very much sucked. I actually had it, but I just couldn't actually go far with it. But again, got Fallout 4 eventually, and loved that game a lot. Lots of things I recognise. I imagine I'd recognise more if I played Fallout 3 especially, and New Vegas all the way through. But yeah, I'm just loving the world. The characters are just as kind of zany and such. Very impressive. And there goes Raxas. Blowing his little head off. Is that dual head though? I doubt it. I hope not. What's that noise? Fireworks this late at night? Take care, everyone. As Griffith watches on. Again, if he willed it, he could very much stop all this happening, right? Just doesn't give a fuck. It's quite the image there though, isn't it? I like that. It's manufactured kind of world. Roots that Griffith created in a sense. We're flying out of that now to the moon. Out of his nest. It's a bit of a libby, isn't it? This got to feel bad for this pterodactyl thing, because this has got 4 people on it, and the other's just got 1 guy. Although these guys are probably extremely heavy. But that is the end of that chapter. Again, another really good chapter. Like I said, I think this volume in general has been very strong. One of the better volumes for sure. Again, I don't really have like a ranking or anything, but it'd definitely be in like the top 25%, I'd say. Really enjoyed this volume so far. Another awesome little fight scene here. Again, it feels like a movie. It feels like it's like a classic movie in terms of like what it's doing. Yeah, Raxas again, great villain here. I love Raxas a lot. Just very malleable, isn't he? Literally and kind of figuratively. Again, some really cool shots here. But let's read some comments before we see the final chapter for today. What does this even mean? I'm not even going to try and understand that. What if Rika is like the Albert Einstein of Berserk sorts? Don't get me wrong, he's probably not as smart, but like creative wise, maybe there's actually a better comparison, to be honest, to famous creators. But you could see him like going down in history as like a legendary kind of creative, right? Yeah, I agree with this guy. I don't want this volume to end. It's been fucking amazing so far, hasn't it? Seeing all this, seeing all these old faces as well, but also like the setting mixed in with like the people is very interesting. Like a fake haven of sorts, mixed in with these people that have actually kind of found their haven in a way after having interactions with Guts and just like understanding things in the world. It's very interesting seeing that kind of mixed together. Not too much in the comment section here is there. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I keep forgetting because I usually do the 2 chapters. I'll thank you guys for watching in a minute, but we'll move on to the final chapter for today, which is Landfall, to finish this volume out. Again, I won't spoil myself for the next volume cover or anything. I did that a while back, but I won't be doing that anymore. But yeah, we'll get into Landfall. We're back with these guys. Nice. I see it. Oh, my beloved homeland. That's it. Elf Hell. Elf Hell? Skellig Island. Is that what we refer to? Elf Hell? Doesn't sound too nice. Okay. Been a while coming this. How many chapters we got left, by the way? Holy shit, not many. Over 30. Just over 10. Yeah, just about 10 videos left, which is crazy. I had a feeling that this was kind of close to the end of, well, not the end of Berserk, but catching up. Elfhelm. Yeah, drop anchors, all hands, prepare to disembark. Been a little while since we caught up with these guys, hasn't it? Isma, I imagine she's going to leave us. Also, this is quite the creepy. I mean, these ones are kind of alright, these women here, and yeah, they look alright, but that looks so realistic, because it looks so much like a person that would be working on this ship. It's a bit scary. You're just like, oh, that's my mate. You'd be like talking to it. Oh, you're actually just a statue, or whatever you call it. One way or another, we finally got here safe and sound. Whatever safe and sound means, right? I can smell profits. I appreciate this, Captain. Pirates, a ghost ship, sea monsters, and even Mero. It wasn't a boring voyage. Hold it now. Shouldn't you thank her first? Who's helped you think Ivalera? True. I mean, she's kind of right here. I don't like the way Ivalera does stuff like this, though. Honestly, I don't know what would have happened without you guys. The only thing I can do is hack at foes, healing injuries, looking after Casca while fighting. I think I mentioned this in a video yesterday. I feel like healing magic and stuff like that is always like the most useful type of magic. I mean, you can have super powerful blasts of explosions and such, but I feel like just like healing and be able to heal and perhaps potentially revive people is just like a super powerful ability. Again, if you're offered, I feel like I say that because if you were offered like crazy like attacking magic and like good healing magic, I feel like a major majority of people would go for that major kind of damaging magic. But I feel like again, in a lot of cases, probably would be better if it was like a real thing and you had a choice to go with the healing magic. That's probably what I'd go for. Again, if I was actually given that option, I might actually probably end up going for the attacking magic because, like I said, that just seemed like the more attractive. I think I read something about there being like I think it's like affirmative action theory or something like that, where doing something always feels better than doing nothing, and I feel like that could relate to that in terms of attacking and doing damage to someone is better than not doing damage and just healing yourself. I feel like that fits in with that theory. It was quite an interesting theory. I think it was like a high percentage of people choose to act where actually not acting is the best course of action, and perhaps people know that, but they feel like because they can change it, they will change it and do change it. can't remember where I heard that from, but I always thought that was really interesting and actually kind of works out and is a good theory in my opinion. I think it's called like affirmative action theory or something like that. Again, I can't quite remember. Oh, it's not called that. I can't remember though. Again, there's something about like whether you're given a choice to make a change or do something and not. Always thought it was interesting. Healing injuries, looking after Casca while fighting. At least play a little hard to get. It was more than I could handle, so I'd like to thank you. All of you girls. Barney, Shirka, Isma, you all done great. Off we go. Yeah. You're falling. Ah, my homeland. I've missed it. Hey, we actually get to see Puck's actual design for a rarity. I've missed it. Puck, why'd you leave the island? Yeah, you know, you've never said. Wanna know? Not really. Doesn't make much difference. Then I shall now tell the tale of how the brave elf Puck set off on his journey. The day I was fighting the seagull Jonah, a seabird boss, and threat to the island's peace. Who goes by the alias Albatross the Monster. Whoa, who's that? Great, here we go. Oh dear. Is that a Saint Seiya reference? I never watched or really played Saint Seiya or anything, but it kind of looks like the design. Oh dear. Our endless Mortal Kombat continued on land, sea and air. Give me that Omega 3. Dude, that Omega 3 baby. Need to get healthy. With the pride of both our peoples on the line, in time, hunger and boredom set in. I headed for home on Jonah's back, our enmity having turned into rivalry. Along the way, a tragedy occurred. Oh, Puck. He pissed on the bird's back. Oh. Look at his face here. Naughty little elf. Yeah, off he goes. Fuck that elf. With his piss coming with him. The youngster embarks upon a journey on the great unknown ocean called life. And that was the Berserk prologue. No, really? Who cares? That was the prologue to Berserk, okay. Okay, bro. Definitely wasn't, but we're rewriting history now. Oh dear. Well, that was something. that got us, yeah. That got us over the line to Elfhelm. Oh yeah. First to make landfall. We will stay here in the cove for a while. Isma, take this. If you whisper into that shell, your voice will reach me, and you can hear mine if you put your ear to it. Use it should anything happen. That's a classic, isn't it? The old one of those. Used to I think I've done that in like primary school. They told you like you can hear the ocean, and it's almost actually like true. Pretty much, you can hear some ocean-like sounds coming from it. Having grown up human, you'll probably find many things to be mysterious in the elf world. Be careful as you go. Okay. And I have something to tell all of you. The flow of time is different on this island than it is in the outside world. Flow of time? Do you mean like... I've heard of that. In fairy tales where elves lure a child to their village, he forgets the time in his enjoyment, and when he returns home, several decades have passed in the human world. I was talking about lost children earlier, wasn't I? We heard that exactly there a while ago now. So, is this going to be, again, I recently just had a bit of a time skipping One Piece. Sorry, just a bit of banana. Not the nice bit of banana in my mouth just there. Yeah, and we just had a time skip in One Piece. We're going to have a little time skip in Berserk. I think that would make a lot of sense, honestly. Where the story's at right now, I think a time skip would make quite a bit of sense. So, will time on the seahorse differ from ours too? Within the cove, the flow of time will be the same. However, I cannot recommend too long a sojourn. I think a sojourn is just like a fancy word for a journey. Excuse me. Is this word like named after this guy? A short stay or visit. Yeah, so like a short journey. Flow of time. Oh, I really just went through this. Apologies. Continuing to stay here means becoming cut off from the outside world. You know that? I bet he didn't. Guts? Well, he was probably the only person here that did know that. As well as the elves. After you bring Casca there, will you... That's quite the scary thing as well, isn't it? If our plan is to leave Casca here and have her live in Elfhelm, and us not live with her, we don't just risk, like... Well, risk is the wrong word for it. We know that we'd just, like... We'd never see her again. She'd still be young and beautiful and stupid. And we'd probably be like an old man. If again, I can't remember how long equates to how much time, whatever, but it's a lot to give up leaving her here, actually, as much as it is safe and good. Okay. Didn't really think about that before. You're coming along too, Vice Commander and Moustache Knight? They've recognised my skills and made me a guard. So my death-defying epic adventure of a lifetime all happened in the blink of an eye here. I just can't accept that. Life is but a single night's dream. Listen, Mr. Puck. What, Magnifico? Manihiko. I look forward to help with your you-know-what. Oh, now don't play dumb. You'd help me in exchange for putting you on the throne? Oh, he forgot. Yep, he forgot. Here's to the future. Do what thou must. He's cruising for a bruising. Yep. Looks like the Pringles guy. Looking like that. What are these? Stones? Gravestones? These patterns, where have I seen them before? Do you know what? I initially thought these kind of remind me a bit of the golems that Shirka's master used. Don't know why. But it just did. These what I think they are, Shirka? Ah, who cares? Just charge right up this hill. Hey, think before you... Can't fight dead spirits if you're scared of graveyards. Ah, what happened? What happened to Mr. Cedra? Is this him just like rushing around being lost? These like make me lose where you are. Where you're headed. What? I came back? I thought I went straight. Is there a curse? Hey, what gives, Puck? Got me. Nothing like this was here before. chances are it was made after that day the world changed. This is a barrier to confuse and turn away those who trespass on the island. And it is very effective, as we saw. This island where elves and mages live was originally supposed to exist in the astral world, but on that day it ended up overlapping the physical world. So the island's inhabitants must have built this formation, as they dislike people of the physical world coming here. If you thoughtlessly move forward, you just end up where you started. Then what now? We came all this way just to stand here? It's okay. Puck. If you would, please. If I would what? It's alright, you originally lived on this island. The barrier shouldn't work on you. Start leading the way. That little horse. Got him tied up. Is this really going to help? Everyone, please hold on to that string. Come on. Get going, you. Lyra's loving this. Is it really true? Little horse Puck. Lovely. Hey, you. Aren't you flying the right way? Surely this is the path to profit. What a face this is. What an extremely silly sight this is. Wow, seems just about right for his homeland. This is kind of fun. Oh shit. Some scarecrows. I think that's them and the... Oh yeah, I think that's the party over here. Got some witches. Humans have come again. Pirates, maybe? No problem. No ordinary humans should be able to get through that barrier. So I've actually got some witches here as well. Looks like we've got them through. You did it, Puck. Good job. Naturally, for a native. That looks like a sloth with like those little claw things that they have. Those people got through the barrier? That's no good. What's going on? It's alright, we still have the scarecrows. The sight of those should send them running in fear. Not sure these scarecrows are going to really send us running, are they? Okay, what's next? A field? They don't look awfully scary, do they? Pumpkin patch? Huh? Wowee, look at all the fruit you can eat at this stuff. Can you eat all this stuff? Sorry? Uh-oh. What's wrong? It's no ordinary field. There sure are a lot of scarecrows though. It's dangerous to get close. Huh? I just remembered, this field's a magic field, so if you go touching the crops, everyone, get out of the field! No. Looks a bit like Raxas. Honestly, it looks a bit like Raxas. Cool design. Again, scarecrows aren't that scary. Most memorable thing with Scarecrow for me is the Jeepers Creepers movie, which again don't like talking about too much because of the creator of those movies is just an awful person. But I'd say that's one of the movies that got me into horror. I think my mum put it on one night. It was just on TV, and I hid behind the couch and I couldn't finish it. I just couldn't watch it. I think I was quite young at the time, maybe like 10, 11, 12 perhaps. And yeah, I think it was the jail scene I kind of got to, and I just couldn't get past that. It just shows how good it was. I haven't actually watched it since. I haven't watched any of them since because again I don't really like to knowing what the creator done. But very much influenced me a lot. My horror journey. And people go on about like separating the artist from the art. Sometimes I just can't do that. Sometimes can't do that. No disrespect to people who can. Yeah. Haven't I seen this pattern somewhere? Deja vu. Try learning a little. And that's it. Okay, good couple chapters today. This last one here again felt very brief. I think it was slightly shorter than usual, and it's just like the start of a new journey, so it's always going to feel quite brief. Really like this little Puck story we got during this middle segment here. That was cool. But yeah, first steps onto Elfhell. Pretty cool place already. Looks like there's a few witches about, so I'm looking forward to meeting those in the future. And some nice artwork here, but these first two chapters especially were really awesome, weren't they? The escape of Ricker, and in general, like I said, I really enjoyed this whole volume. As I said, probably one of my not one of my absolute favorites, but up there in like my top chapters for sure. I thought this volume was absolutely brilliant, showing us a lot more of Falconia, getting more from some of Griffith's members, some slice of life stuff for those, which I thought was really good. But again, a lot of Ricker, a lot of Erica, seeing a lot of characters we've seen in the past. I thought this volume was absolutely fantastic. So yeah, looking forward to see what the next one has in store. Which is going to be one of the last ones, which is a shame. We'll read some comments quickly before we finish off for today. What is this? That switched to digital? Is this like they release the chapters digitally? Not sure what this person means by that. Doesn't look like there's too much in the comments here. So art-wise, I can't really tell much difference. It looks exactly as good as it did before. Someone did say something about the outlines being a bit thicker and darker, and when I used to draw things, I've never been too much of an artist or anything. Don't get me wrong, but whenever I used to draw, I used to really like thick outlines and thick black outlines and stuff like that. So I guess I can see that slightly here, perhaps, and I do like that. So, what's going on here? Holy crap! Yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Again, really good ending to the volume here, and can't wait to see what the next one's got in store. Now we're going to be diving into Elfhell. Do let me know what you guys think about this volume in general down in the comment section, what you thought of these last 3 chapters as well. Leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. I'll be back next week with volume 39, I think it is, and the first 3 chapters of that. So I'll see you guys then, and enjoy the rest of your day.